Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli. Thank you for joining. If you're new, please subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. You really want to buy a Tesla car now. I just made a video about it yesterday. Your $7,500 tax incentive is going to be gone soon due to the big, beautiful bullshit bill, but that's a separate video which I made. I'll make you a video. Slowly, quietly, and without any big announcement, Tesla revealed an LFP battery factory in Nevada. Now, we know that Tesla has a big factory in Nevada. That's where they produce all their batteries with the cooperation with Panasonic. That's not the news. But why LFP? What is it? Quickly, if you don't know, LFP batteries, lithium iron phosphate, are cheaper. And their components are exclusive of nickel and cobalt. The NMC batteries, the one that give you the more range, are nickel, manganese, and cobalt. Now, cobalt in particular is a rare mineral, and it's also produced in countries that have some issues, to say the least, with labor, child labor, and it's expensive and all that stuff. So, batteries in the pack, which used to be cost $1,000 per kilowatt 10, 15 years ago, now it's like $100, and it's going low. But way back when, I didn't even know that, but way back when, American scientists and Canadian scientists came up with this LFP technology, which Americans said, forget it. We don't need it, it's stupid, it's not good, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, like the Chinese, like they do, they're exporting that. They took that, and the biggest company of batteries in the world, CATL, made a whole industry out of it, refined it. And long story short, the biggest advantage of, the few biggest advantages of LFP batteries is that the material is abundant. You know, there's so much of it. Phosphate and iron, no big deal. And you can charge it to 100%, and it's cheap. Now, the disadvantage that it's heavy, and it doesn't give you as much range as the NMC batteries, okay, that's it. I knew that the performance in cold weather is not as good. However, after having said all of this, there's one more use for LFP. And that is one of Tesla's biggest businesses, and that is storage, okay? Megapacks. Megapacks, you can use LFP because the weight has it's not a factor because it sits on the ground. So using this for megapacks is fantastic. Fantastic. Why? Because it's cheaper and it gives you great performance to store energy and to release it, especially in Australia, AI, data center farms, and all that. So, because of American rules and import from China and all that, Tesla bought a whole bunch of tools and machines and robots from CATL, made this factory in Nevada, and I think from what I heard, the CATL maybe get 5%. I don't know for how long, by 5% cut and all that. That said, I have a Tesla Model 3 2023 standard range. That's LFP battery. Now, because of all the tax incentives which now are going to go away and all that, and all the tariffs and all that, Tesla doesn't make them anymore. Tesla does not make those batteries because of that. So now, having that made in America by Tesla can not only bring back the standard range batteries, the standard range cars, and stationary batteries, they're not subject to any tariff because it's made in America. Now, where the materials come, they come from, there's plenty of it. There's plenty of it. Now, why is this so important? Because of the long-term thinking of Tesla. Now, if it was so bad and the United States didn't want to make it, why make it now? Because CATL, the Chinese, has made such improvements that 70% of the electric cars that made in the world, which is in China, because China makes everything, is of LFP batteries. The cost, and now there's no more short range, they are great. They are great. Some batteries made by CATL, Shinsin battery, they have all kinds of batteries. They keep introducing them every other day almost. I follow them on X. Please do. It's fascinating what this company is doing. And now Tesla said, okay, let's bring them in. Let's do them ourselves, because it's no longer those batteries that, they're not good, they're too heavy. No. That's what you want. Because for the most part, cars with 300 miles are plenty. My car, my standard range Tesla Model 3, with 260 miles, I drove it from Jersey to Florida. It's plenty. It's fun. It's great, and it's much less expensive. So it is such a great idea. I am telling you, it's such a wonderful idea. All right, here's a word from my sponsor. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli here with my Tesla Model Y Juniper launch model. These are the cross-flow caps, rim covers that come with the Tesla. They're very nice, but as you know, if you own a Tesla car, you know all about the curb rash, okay? Because if you see here, in almost every Tesla rim cover, it doesn't cover all the way, okay? See, it gets all the way here. So that's why you get curb rash. Let me show you one. Here it is. Here's one, okay? Curb rash. This is just happened. So I got these beautiful hubcaps cross flow from EV Base, my sponsor. If you use my code, I'm going to put it in the video, you can get up to 10 or 20%, depends on the season. They're really great. I already installed one. Look at that. You can also order the Tesla sticker if you'd like to put it. I like it this way. It's really nice. It's very easy to install. So I installed one. Let me show you a trick of how to get the Tesla covers, because they're a little bit tricky. Okay, there's one here in front of me. Okay, see, I took it out already. I can keep it. I'm going to keep it as a spare for whatever reason. Maybe I can sell it, but these are really nice and aggressive. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, I'm right in front of the caps, the actual Tesla ones, the cross flow. Now I took a little screwdriver, because they you can't just rip them out. So it's a little difficult. So basically, you just stick it right here, and then you just watch your fingers. Then it will pop. Okay, it will pop just like this. Watch. Okay, it pops. So you do like 2 or 3 of them in the top, and then the whole thing comes up. Otherwise, it's not easy to take out. I can tell you that. It's not easy to take out. Okay, then you take another one, and if you feel like it, you can take another one. So this way you can absolutely pop them out, and it's easy. See, you get 3, and then you just pop it out like so. Now you get the new wheel cover. That is very easy to install. You see, it comes in this bubble wrap. You take it out like this, and then you make sure you find the air pipe. Okay, right here you align it, and it's easier to install, much easier to install, like it's one piece. You make sure it's in. That's it. Now, here we go. Now, this is cover. You see, so the curb rash will not go on the top of the rim. It's covered. Okay? So here it is. You see? It is covered. The whole rim is covered. Now the rim is protected. Let me show you here. The rim is covered. The rim is protected as opposed to what we had before. Let me show you on the other side again. See? Here the rim is not protected. See that? The rim is not protected, so you get all these curb rashes. Alright? You want to protect your beautiful car, right? So go ahead, go to EVBase website, use my code TEI, the Electric Israeli, and you get some nice discounts. Okay? Thanks.